Thanks to our studio audience for joining us today on Delmarva Life. To find out how you can become a member of our studio audience, visit delmarvalife.com and click on the show tab or call the number on your screen, 443-880-9116. Craftsmen, fair pricing, and honest retails. That's just some of what you'll find at GB Heron and Company Goldsmiths in Salisbury. The business specializes in custom-made jewelry. And Delmarva Life's Brian Spiros is at GB Heron this afternoon. And Brian, you're going to show us how it's all done.
Yes, Lisa, we're actually going to show you how they make custom-made jewelry here, and it's pretty impressive. Wait until you see it. And I'm here now with Jeff Castles, who is the owner of the business. And Jeff, first thing, explain to me what exactly you guys do here.
Here at GB Heron, we're a full-service jewelry store. We have many finished pieces, but we also specialize in repairs and custom work. And you have some pretty impressive custom work, and we actually have some examples right here in front of us. Let's start with this one right here. Tell us the story behind this. All right. This bracelet was brought in by a customer, and he wanted to get a ring to go with the bracelet. And so I took one design element, one of these links, tried to draw it out on the computer, and added a setting for a stone. The computer lets me do a 3D drawing. He approved the drawing, and then after that, I made a wax model. We have a mill machine here that cuts a bar of wax into the model that I've designed on the computer. This is right now hooked up to a base ready for casting. These wax wires are sprues which lead the gold into the cavity. Actually, the cavity is formed when I put a steel cylinder over this base, pour plaster into it. When the plaster hardens, I pull off the base. The wax model is then inside the plaster. We take it upstairs, put it into an oven. The wax is melted out, and then we melt gold and force it into that cavity. This ring is now a rough model of the gold. You can see the wax wires that were once waxed. Now these are all gold. We'll cut off the wires, polish this ring up, set a stone, and here's the finished product.
Look at that. And I think that's impressive what you just showed right before the finished product, that's what the piece of jewelry looks like. It looks like pretty much nothing. And then now look at it when all is said and done. Now, how long does it take you to get it from this to basically this where it's all shiny and dazzling for someone to put on their finger?
It's probably a couple hours to take it from the rough casting into the finished product.
So pretty impressive to see the overall work. So that's just one story there. Now there's this ring over here, which we're going to close. I don't want to show the viewers just yet. Tell us a story about this one.
All right. Our customer brought in a few pieces of jewelry, some with diamonds. In fact, it all had diamonds. One of the rings was a diamond ring of her mom's, and it had marquise. All the other diamonds were round, many small ones and then one large one. She wanted to have an engagement ring designed. She liked a wide band, and so I tried to take the dimensions of all those stones and come up with a design. The one side of the ring has a split shank with 2 rows of small diamonds, and then the marquise in the center. The centerpiece had many small diamonds around one large one in the center. Once she okayed that, I made a wax model, similarly what we always do, and it gave her an exact dimension of the ring that she was going to get.
She was able to see. And
she was able to see it, actually put it on her finger and get a feel for what it was.
And after all was said and done, you made the ring. And look at this, people. How beautiful is that ring right there? So there obviously incorporated the mother's diamond and other diamonds that she had right there.
Exactly.
You were able to custom make that. Now, real quick, before we wrap up here, I just want to tell people about this one. There was actually a family that the father had passed away. Briefly tell me he had a cross and what you did with it.
Well, we took that cross. It was sterling silver with turquoise. It was a large cross. The mother came in with a couple of the siblings, and we talked about how to make rings to go with that cross. So the turquoise pieces were taken out. Each of the people got to pick their particular piece of turquoise, and we worked together to design individual rings. We cast them up using gold, or actually silver from that cross, and put in the piece of turquoise. They brought this picture to me after the fact when everyone had their rings, and
now they have something to always remember their father by.
Exactly.
I mean, they would anyway, but now they have something to see and look at
every day. They can look down at that ring.
So basically, all in all, what you're doing here, Jeff, is you are creating sentimental pieces of artwork for people to remember.
Well, jewelry is always sentimental. Even the finished pieces that we have is usually given by a loved one.
Right.
So there's always sentiment. When we work on a piece, People ask us to be very careful because it means so much, and we understand the sentimentality of every piece of jewelry.
Exactly, so people know if they want to make something unique as the things we've just seen here, they know where to take it now.
I'm glad to have a place that they can come to.
All right, Jeff, thank you very much. And for more information on GB Heron Goldsmiths, you can log on to our website, delmarvalife.com, and click on the show tab. Now, Lisa, I know you were eyeballing this ring, but you can't have it. It belongs to someone else. I'm not even bringing it back to the studio. We'll send it back to you.
It is beautiful stuff. Thank you so much, Brian Spiros. Well, still to come on Delmarva Life, we're headed to the kitchen to make a quick stew for seafood lovers. And next, we'll talk stargazing with the Sussex County Astronomy Society and how you can see a show in the sky. Delmarva Life, life at its best here on Delmarva.